Hi, my name's Ian Wright, and welcome to the Dynamics of Stillness website. This is a kind of umbrella website which holds a lot of different threads about the work which we're doing, which connects different subjects quite nicely with regards to Dynamics of Stillness, which is a course which I started teaching about 10, 12 years ago. And the important elements and threads in it are finding this place of quiet, neutral in ourselves. Our brains are constantly in gear. We live in this age of anxiety where our senses are constantly in a state of overwhelm. Children, especially young children, come from this quiet place of neutral, this natural, spontaneous, not necessarily quiet, moment, place where they're not thinking about future planning, not processing past, not thinking, they're being. And the first important part of this course has always been to start to come back to this place of neutral, because any meditative practice or any practice at all won't work without this starting point of coming to neutral. So from there, we go on to reconnect to some of the natural rhythms, tides in nature. We've lost connection with nature, and that's why we're not after her anymore. And so in order to reconnect with nature, it will be very important for us to save nature in the end. And we go through a variety of processes and techniques to connect to these long tides in nature, which is a very beautiful experience, a very natural experience, and it's based on some of the work of the being of some of the indigenous tribes of the earth, like the Bushmen of the Kalahari. Another thread which is really important is with our health. We've lost our connection to this potential aliveness, which is in every cell of our body. This potency, what we have attuned ourselves to, is a sense of dis-ease, a sense of disquiet, a sense of connection to what feels blocked, what feels wrong in our body. And if we can reconnect with this natural aliveness in our body, it's the beginnings of a journey towards health. Stillness is another element. Behind all of the noise, behind all of the disquiet, in every cell of our body, it is us. It is everywhere and us. And we need to reattune ourselves to this. The website is about, really, I feel everybody needs to find a practice, whatever practice they have, in order to return to themselves. So when we come back to ourselves, when we come back to this quiet, neutral in ourselves, we can start acting in the world and not reacting to the world. So the website is a place where you can buy my book, The Dynamics of Stillness, and the next series of books, The Anxiety Breaks, which is all about specific techniques to work with chronic anxiety, which access certain parts of the brain to repattern the brain. And it's very exciting, and it's taken a lot of work to develop those practices. And that's going to be coming out in 2020. The Dynamics of Stillness is out October 3rd, 2019. And you can buy that here. The Anxiety Breaks will come out 2020. And then I'm writing right now another book which is called Rewilding the Senses, which is all about our senses and reconnecting with our senses. So we take them out of this sense of overwhelm, block, and refind our sense and resense. So there's about 200 podcasts which are available for free on this website, and including there is a 10-part introduction to meditation, which includes specific meditational processes, which is accessible on the website. And in 2020, I will be starting to put out some of the flower essences, the Irish wildflower essences and the Italian wildflower essences, which I've been developing over 20 years and we've been practicing with for a long time, but it's time we shared them. And this website is about sharing stuff that I've been practicing and working with for a long period of time. I hope you enjoy it. I wish you well.